Welcome to the Neen Valley Role-Playing Association, a group of friends who like to play RPGs, role-playing games, and try and have fun. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
Hey, welcome back everybody to another episode of Horror at Headstone Hill, where our brave Neen Valley Role-Playing Association are playing in a Weird West campaign. If you have not seen the rest of these, I highly advise you go back and take a look at them, where we discuss all this in a little more detail. Tonight, as we get ready to jump in, because we are trying to jump in and get as much done as possible, all I'm going to do is have the characters give a quick thumbnail of what is their sort of character concept, so that you can frame that in your mind if you just happen to be watching this episode as a standalone. So let me start with Rob, who's playing Chase.
Hi. So I thought long and hard with reference to the type of character that I wanted Chase to be. And because of how I normally role play, I'm I'll go along with the crowd, and then basically I'll get kind of not bored but impulsive, and invariably I normally cause problems for my party members because of the fact that I'm sitting there going on the desk going, I can't contribute to much. So normally in most games I normally play a fighter type. Chase is a gunslinger and a brawler. He's very, very good with his hands. He's ambidextrous. It didn't take long to create, and it suits my playstyle because he can get a little bit crazy sometimes, but he's kind of got the gift to be able to back up a lot of his stupidity, like when he tried to take on a whole room full of deputies, and he ended up having a shootout and won because they got the drop on the opponent. So that's basically the inspiration behind Chase and why Chase is the way that he is. So far, we've not actually seen him in a fight with fisticuffs. It's all been either with the rifle or his two Colts. But yeah, so that's Chase.
Excellent. Like it very much. Pete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so Rosco, yeah, I mean, very much sort of modelled on the laconic Western hero, I suppose. There's the bit of the man with no name in there. There's a bit of various sort of different Western motifs, I suppose. But yeah, classic. Good with a gun. Yeah, just it's just very, very cool. It's just
Yes, he is, with his cigar and his southern drawl. I love it. And last but not least, Christine. Tell us a little bit about Sarah.
Sarah Blake, also known as the Siren, is a Wichita witch. She is dressed head to toe, should say, not head to foot, head to toe in black. She has on black jeans, black shirt, a black Soasta hat, and a little black mask that just covers her eyes. And sitting next to her on her shoulder is a raccoon with its own little black mask across its eyes. And that would be her companion, Roger. Sarah's quite young for how much life she seems to have seen. She's seen more than her fair share over her life, and she's beginning to enjoy her time with her two new companions, Chase and Rosco. They're enlivening her days, the two of them, and definitely bringing a nicer atmosphere into her life than she's had in previous years while she was working with Mina Devlin. So life has definitely taken on a nicer turn, even if she does find herself fighting some very strange creations of evil. She can't think who the brain is that's coming up with these things.
Absolutely. So, last time, if we remember, we had a session that was pretty much nothing but a fight. There was a lot of tactics that were used. The raccoon Roger was sent up into the rafters to run across and do spotting. We had surprise monsters popping out. We had a whole bunch of piranha dogs, which are prairie dogs that'll take your flesh right off like piranhas, that we had to fight. We had a tree monster. We actually saw some use of dynamite. Our friends used lots of dynamite as they went in and blew up a whole bunch of folks, including one of the chief antagonists we found out, who happened to be in charge of this cult, Frank Debney. So, who had been organizing the Miners Guild, or the union that they were trying to put together. Sadly, this guy was in league with what they found out is some sort of mother tree, who seems to be building pod people into this town as she attempts to grow her Aspen forest out into the whole world. So our characters now know the full horror of what is going on and are trying to decide what to do. They also are sort of messed up, so we need to figure out what exactly they are planning to do with themselves. May I ask you guys about your wound situation?
Rosco is unwounded.
Did Rosco get out of that unwounded? That's awesome.
I think Siren's got out of it unwounded as well, actually.
Yeah, I think Chase got a pasting.
I think Chase is the one that got the main beat up inside that building. Going
I
toe
got
to toe
3
with
wounds, and it was really, really close to.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close to a character death. I was prepping a character for him to play for the last couple of episodes to the side. I was like, this doesn't look very good.
Got a plot already measured out at Headstone Hill for him. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Rosco was about to take a couple of wounds, but he soaked them all. He got an amazing soak.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Me too. I was
would like
due to pick up some wounds and had an amazing soak as well. So yeah.
Gotcha. What I'd like to do is offer you guys each a chance to make a healing roll on Chase during the golden hour that the game has, so that he's not having to wait a week each time he's doing his vitality check. So let us do that. I'll let you each do that. And then also there is a doctor in town if you can get him in fast enough.
I think that's the... Oh. Got a 9.
I see a 9. Very, very good. Okay. So that will fix one of his wounds. So you were at 2 wounds. And it looks like Sarah struggled with that. So you guys need to decide.
We've got everyone loaded onto the wagon and we're heading back to the town, aren't we? So
that sounds like it. Including your captive. Correct?
Did we have a captive?
Yes.
We killed them.
No. From the time before. You had left outside. No. We said you left him in the house, didn't we? On the way out.
Yeah.
Okay. So not including the captive. He is tied up in your house. All right. Yeah. So let's move us across really quickly. And we can discuss where you guys would like to go.
Hospital, please.
Dr. Kurt.
Yeah.
Number 13. Where is Dr. Kurt?
You said 13.
Well,
there it is. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. You guys can move your tokens over that direction. And I'll open up my notes. All right. So you guys arrive with your wagon. There is...
What happened there?
You see a lady is standing there as you guys pull up. Says, "We heard you was coming through town. How many of them are there? How many are hurt?" And there's, a good half dozen. Let's say you guys managed to save. No, let's say 8 people out of that. So there's 8 plus Chase. Says, "Oh, okay, let's start bringing them in. There's not going to be enough room. You're going to have to leave some out in the wagon." So she's leaving you guys to do a little bit of the triage. It looks like... Go ahead.
Sorry, you were saying. You go.
It looks like you can sort of point out there's 3 of them that are probably not going to make it. There's 3-ish that you think are really hurt but savable, and the rest they were knocked out or whatever, superficial type wounds. And then, of course, in that sort of middle group is our friend Chase, who's got two wounds. So you guys tell me who you're going to carry in there first.
Chase.
Oh, yeah, that's fine by me.
Chase.
Yeah, he's the one that's going to save these guys at the end of the day. So he's the one that needs. We've seen. So
you go haul in. They've cleared off a couple of long tables. You can see that this particular building probably is also used sort of an apothecary during the day, where there is it's a shotgun type building. So door, back door. You can see that there's some stairs in the far corner. Probably the proprietor lives upstairs, the doctor. on each side are sort of display cases where you've got unguents and potions and lotions and various cures and remedies, as well as there's a chair that looks like it could be used for dentistry type work, though not like the dentistry work that you discovered before, probably. And then a couple of tables down the middle, he has the doctor, who is moving as rapidly as he can, a thin man with a balding head and a scraggly beard, and two little actually a monocle. And he has cleared off these tables and moved things over onto the side display cases, and has put down. Looks like he's taken some Indian blankets, and he says, "Put him here. Put him here." He looks a little unsteady. I'd like a notice roll from both of you, not Chase, as you drag him in. Okay, I'm seeing a 6 from Rosco. All right. So both of you guys can tell that he seems to be a little under the influence of something.
Mm-hmm.
But you aren't quite sure what. He has set a bottle down on one of the corners. He seems to have been dousing himself to steady his nerves for all the procedures he's got.
Unfortunately, even half cut, he's probably better at the doctoring business than we are. So
Very, very good.
if he's what we've got to deal with, I'll just
All right.
try and keep an eye on him. Maybe
So he comes over to.
Sarah
who you
starts
brought in
making some
first, which is
strong
Chase.
coffee.
yeah.
I did see your note, Chase. I think you can't do healing on yourself, but I'd have to check
No.
that out.
No, he
no.
didn't say it was on himself.
He
He was
lays
on
you down
Amos.
on there. Says, "What has happened to you guys? It's terrible." By the way, my name's Dr. E.B. Kirk. You just call me Kirk. That's what they tend to. Doc Kirk. This looks like... This is not gunshot wounds. What is this? It's festering. I got to clean this out. He starts rubbing Chase's wounds with a cloth that's been soaked in something or other. This very unpleasant.
You hear this Colt
I haven't seen
hammer
anything
cock.
like this. This is... I'm sorry?
Whilst he's leaning over
Whoa.
me, you
I may
just
have turned
hear
down my
this
own.
Colt hammer cock that goes click. And Chase goes, "I still got a little bit of wind left in me.
Oh,
You screw me,
I got
Doc. You're a dead
got it.
man."
he goes over and gets his bottle. He says, "You want some laudanum?"
Hell no.
Oh, okay. He takes a swig and sets it.
No,
sets it
I'm
back
gonna,
over.
Takes a swig.
I'm gonna grab. If he tries, I'm keeping an eye on him. If he tries to take a swig, I'm grabbing the bottle.
So he continues to work on Chase. As he does that, he talks. You guys have brought in a couple of others. You can see that his helper, who was outside, the young lady who's you may have seen as the school marm in town, but whatever the case, she is also working at someone on another table. He says, "You guys don't recognize you from here in town. Where are you from?"
Building 30 up first at the top of First Avenue.
Says,
We're just
go ahead.
we're just here looking for this young lady's uncle who went missing some time back.
Oh, what's his name? Maybe I know. And he continues working on. He's starting to suture something up that's really unpleasant. Chase.
Okay.
What was the name
It
of
was
this?
Lane Buckles.
He he pauses in his suture. Oh, that's very interesting. Know what to say about that? Lux and Tenebras and all.
Ah, yes.
It
And
goes
I'll
back to suture.
subtly make the hand sign in his line of sight.
He clocks that and nods his head. We'll talk after.
Yeah.
So
Do I
cut-
see
Please do
this?
your best for our friend here.
thank
Do I
you,
see this?
I
assume he's
I
gonna
just have this image now of Rosco standing there on one leg, with his arms out, going.
Doing this.
Yeah.
hop.
Do I see Roscoe doing the secret sign?
Special sign.
Yeah, do I see him do that?
Do you want to make a roll to see if you do? Because it's going to be a roll. This is not. You're under duress.
You've got 2 wounds, and you're being operated on.
Yep. Nope.
There you go.
So you don't notice that because
Oh,
He is
come on,
cutting to the-
-2 and I got a 5.
he's cutting to the chase, so to speak.
Oh, no, that's bad. You should lose a penny for that one.
Yeah, you should.
That was so bad. That's why Americans should never try comedy.
Exactly. So you guys, I will say, what comes of this next couple of hours is, Chase, you are cleared of your wounds because you got here in time to medical help. I'm not going to make him roll for it, but and then you help. All of you assist, and I'd say that you're able to help him to some extent, at least moving people, etc. And then at the end of this montage of gore and patching people up, there are various relatives who have showed up to collect their kin who have been injured, and as the place clears out to where he says goodbye to a very exhausted Celeste Munson, the school marm, and she nods at her head and says, I'm going to get some rest.
Do you want a hand with that?
No, that's okay. I can get back. And then we move to a tighter scene, which is the 5 of you, counting Roger, who are standing around in his office. Says, well, I knew somebody would come at some point. I just didn't know who it would be.
I think we're getting overrun with. I think Heaston Hill is getting overrun with raccoons. There's a frigging huge raccoon at the end of Bridger Street. And there's one at the top of Heaston Circle as well. Is this an ability that Roger's got where he can split into 3s?
No idea how he got an extra one.
I don't know how that's happened.
But whatever the case,
That was awesome.
I grabbed one of them and deleted it. But
there's one over right at the top.
Right at the top.
Heaston Circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know. That's
There you go.
interesting.
Is there?
Whatever the case.
So-
Well, they're gone now.
Sarah
They're gone now.
Sarah could have had more Rogers to play with.
So,
It's probably my fault, but hey ho. I've been trying to work out how to put my characters in tabs, and I can't do it.
says,
Never mind.
those of us of the society, we try and help out the agency where we can. Lynn Buckles, as he was calling himself here, seemed to be into a lot of things. I think he had a bit of a side hustle going with Wachita Rail or something, because he's I don't know if he was trying to set himself up for a cushy retirement or what, but I know he was involved with that, and I know that got himself in a little bit of trouble with some of the outlaws while he was doing his investigations. As far as helping you find him now, he's been missing a bit. The only lead I would say was I do know that one of the last things I saw him do was head down to the tarantula hole. Could be that he met himself some trouble there with them outlaws. What was that guy, Ed Sharkey? But as far as what's going on in town, he said there was something about a cult. You guys know anything?
We met them.
Yes.
You've just operated on the results of us meeting them.
Mm.
Oh,
And the ones outside, they were the ones that the cult has been trying to well, what's the right word? Duplicate.
duplicate. What do you
Now,
mean?
Doc, if you don't mind, do you have a belly button?
What?
Do you
Oh.
have a belly button? Let's have a look. Is it
I
an
think
innie
we
or
all
an
do.
outie?
Oh, he unbuttons his shirt and shows you his furry silver navel. Gray hair on his gut. What?
Excellent. So when our dear friend Rosco was saying about replicating, the cults are somehow able to take these good folk off the cart, take them to a barn, and turn them into themselves, but they're not themselves. They don't have belly buttons. And we found some others that were in strange pods on some strange aspen trees. And they're actually growing inside these pods, which is how we know that the replicants don't have belly buttons.
Okay. That explains
Hence
something.
why
he
I
was saying
asked if
about-
you've got a belly button and asked to see it. So I wasn't
That's
being,
funny. That was a
type
strange
of
one,
person.
but
Yes.
I,
Okay.
that explains a little bit. Go ahead.
The lady in charge of the dance hall, I believe, is one of them cultists,
Ah.
and her husband, I think, has been replaced. He bleeds green.
Yeah.
Gee.
I saw
Well-
it whilst I was dancing with a man. In
And
a
then
dress.
there was the barber, the barber.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, the barber. What about him?
He's one of the cult. Had a trick chair he could use to drop people into his basement.
No.
It was so Sweeney Todd, I couldn't believe it.
Ha.
And Frank Debney seemed to be the leader.
Frank Debney. Ah. Who would have thought?
We
Thought
did.
he was doing some good for the town. Well, I guess just goes to show you just can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Amos thought he was up to no good. How is Amos, by the
Good
way?
solid man. He came through his surgery, was picked up by his family, thanked you kindly for support as much as he could in his exhaustion, and is taken away. Says, well, this explains a little bit. I mean, going by Lynn Buckles and whatever else, but Agent Reeg said that, after he finished up some business at the Tarantula Hole, he was thinking about doing some exploring in the Aspen Forest.
Mm.
Huh. I wonder if he'd already come upon some of these conclusions. Well,
That seems to be where the problem starts.
you can tell his hands are starting to get a little bit shaky again. and his eyes keep glancing back over towards the bottle of laudanum. He says, well, you guys might want to be off. Know you've got plenty to do, but if you need any messages passed back east, I can arrange that through the telegraph office, or if you get hurt, you can always come here.
Thank you, sir. We shall be away.
All right.
Thank you, Doc.
So you guys leave Dr. Kirk's office, and
with his quite a few people that he's got to deal with.
yes, and he still is working through that whole montage was hours of you guys working on all of them. So there's the 3 that didn't make it have been carted off, and the rest have all been taken care of. And there's only we'll say there's 1 in the back room of his place that is still staying for monitoring, but the rest have been patched up enough to go home. Okay. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I think it might be prudent to go home and beat the living shit out of Heaston.
I think it might be
Heaston
prudent
kid?
to go home and sort out getting the
barrel moved around?
barrel moved around and some other stuff as well. Make sure no more pods have appeared on that the Aspen tree out front of the house.
I see.
So, yeah, I think so.
All right. With that said, I will get ready to move you across to your house. Just 1 second as I find it in my many, many maps that we have built for this particular game. All right, where are you? There's the cellar. That's not where I want you to be yet.
So, as we're going back, because are we
Yep.
walking or are we using the cart? And the horses.
Up to you guys.
I don't know that we've got a use for the cart, have we? Where did we get the cart from?
From
You got it
From the barn.
the bad guys
the barn.
who had it.
Yeah.
I think I more than likely on the way back to the house have that conversation. Fuck,
We've
we've
been
been
replaced.
replaced. The
The
doppelgangers
certificate's
are in
already
there.
in the house.
There we go. I was too slow.
Right.
So you can see the old Maxims in there, tied up.
So
You guys enter the house.
yeah, and I go. I say, can I have control of Roger, please?
I'm sorry.
Can all players have access to Roger?
Absolutely. I'm working it.
Lovely.
Control by. Here we go.
Christine, move yourself to where you want. I just dumped us in the front room with Rosco.
Mm-hmm.
So on the way back to the house, very quickly, I go.
Got it.
I say to Rosco and Sarah, everything seems to be pointing back to that bloody Ed Sharkey. How did he know that you guys were in town and knew of you when, also everything else seems to be pointing in that direction as well. That was the last place that anybody, as we found out from the doc, that's where Len went last. I think there's something with that Ed Sharkey.
I see Roger
I think
carefully
he's more
checking
than just
all
a
the
normal
bushes.
person.
Roger seems to be the only character I can move, so I'm just having fun.
Oh, you can't move yours. That's interesting.
No, I can't move anybody.
Where is Roger now? Oh, he's down there.
Roger's in the flowers, sniffing the flowers. Come in.
You should be able to move yours. I don't understand it.
Roger's
Is
heading.
mine overlapping?
Nope. Roger's heading to the kitchen.
Here we go. I'll do it
La
this
la
way.
la 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 la.
Christine.
Roger's
There you go.
up on the counter now eating some toast.
So Roger
Yeah,
checked outside, and he walked around all of the little aspen trees and all the bushes and things like that. There are no regrowth of pods anywhere.
Excellent.
So I'll cut to the chase on that. So again, okay. So you have expounded your wisdom. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
You want to?
I can't move,
move the barrel?
the siren now.
I can't move her either. I'm staying exactly where I am. I'm just going to set up home just here.
You can't move her. I just thought I fixed her.
Oh, somebody's just moved her.
I did,
Yes.
but I just
Not me.
I can now only move Roger and myself. Now I can do the siren.
Woohoo. I
okay.
can do the siren
See
now.
if you can move her.
I can move her.
Excellent.
All right.
Move myself.
Right, so
And then
is
I can-
Maxim
I can-
actually in the front room?
Where you guys dumped him, or unless you wanted to dump him somewhere else, you can move him. Can you move yours, Pete?
Yeah, I can move.
Okay, I don't understand why this.
Oh no, hang on. Yes, there we go.
Okay, that's weird.
Well,
So
Yeah.
I think I would stick my necktie hanky thing like the cowboys wear and what have you. I'd more than likely take that off and put it over my so only my eyes are showing when we
Okay.
go through, because I can't remember what state, whether he was hooded, but with the time he's more than likely come to. I know that he's bound, but
Yep.
I don't think his face is covered. So I want my face to be covered before we actually
Okay.
go into the house.
Sure. Where did you guys
Does
want
it-
him to be in the house? I'll put him there. Would you have stuffed him upstairs in one of the bedrooms, or like the taxidermy room?
I think we might have actually have. It might have been more prudent to actually dump him in the pantry.
All right.
It's nice and
So he's in the
claustrophobic
pantry.
in there.
Yep. And then you guys can open the door and go mess with him, ask him questions, whatever you'd like to do.
No,
Yeah,
I was going to say,
we
go
can
mess
track
with him. I
out.
don't want to go mess with him, thanks.
Yes.
I'll leave that to Chase and Rosco.
Absolutely.
I say to Roger, "Are you coming, my little ferret? Shall we go and enjoy some cheesy balls?"
Roger's always up for cheesy balls.
Nice. Okay.
Love
guys
to
tell me what
see
you're doing.
if the trousers of yesteryear actually can
Yep.
fit a raccoon up them. That
Oh.
would be awesome to see.
No, sadly, your new trousers, which have been delivered to the house in a parcel by the door, sadly the raccoon does not fit into them. It would strictly be you.
No, I was thinking about Maxim's trousers. If he goes up through the bottom
Oh, I see. See what
and
you're
tries
saying.
to crawl up the leg.
Do you guys talk to him, or are you guys just going to go move the barrel? What are you guys doing?
Well, I think we need to check to make sure he's actually still there. I know that he's, like I said, I know that he's bound, but I don't know whether he's his face is covered. We had some. Were there some Hessian sacks or something down in the cellar?
Absolutely, you can grab one of those.
Right. So I think I'll say to the Siren and Rosco, there's some sacks down in the cellar. I went down first last time. I've still got some stitches and what have you. Doc said I'm not supposed to do anything strenuous for at least the next 7 days. I might pop my stitches. I'll cover you from up here.
So, Pete, do you or who is moving the barrel?
Yeah, I'll move the barrel.
All right. You move it. There are no shadows in the corners. You guys came back in time. You can feel that weird evil, but definitely you're glad you moved it where it's not growing against the ground anymore. And it has been moved. The headstone nugget remains inside the barrel.
Okay, and we'll reset the thread for our protection.
I'm sorry?
On the trapdoor, we put that thread with the stone on it and what have you. So if somebody lifted it, it just dropped down on the floor.
Absolutely.
So we reset that. And Rosco brings up a Hessian sack. So with my neckerchief, handkerchief, or whatever it is, whatever it's called. What is it called, Anthony?
It is called a bandana. I couldn't remember the word until I turned around to go look where I had one.
Sorry. So I should have known that. So I put a bandana across my nose and covering my. So it's literally just my. I'll take my hat off as well because that's identifiable. And then I'll go on in and Maxim, I open the door. Is he still in there?
Yes, he's still tied up.
Okay,
Did
is
you
he
put your
awake?
pants on before you went in there?
Sorry?
Did you put your pants on before you went in there? Because it's pretty telltale if somebody goes in there with no pants on, you know.
Well, it's dark. No, it's not dark, is it?
Nope. Daytime. You've come through
See,
the night.
now you've put me in a predicament, Christine, because if I say yes, then I think, I didn't even think of it. So I think the answer is no. Yeah, I think no. Literally, we went and did the basement, moved the headstone nugget, and then then I opened the door to make sure that he was still there.
He's going to know exactly who you are then. He doesn't need to see your lovely little cheeks. He can see them reflected in your ass.
Exactly. All he's got to do is see your legs.
Look at that. He says, you come in. It's the pantsless gunslinger who's been given problems in our town. What do you want?
Well, in order to answer, I want to see if a ferret will actually go up your trouser leg. It's for science. Sit still.
What?
It will hurt if you move. Roger, come on in, mate.
What?
Let's have some fun.
Oh my gosh. Christine.
Yeah, we've overfed this ferret. They've got sharp teeth. I'm waiting for Christine to come in.
Do you want Roger to do Roger or Chase? Actually, let's do it this way. Chase, you can give me an intimidate roll, and Roger can support. Hissing and... So let's see what Roger does.
I hope your support comes out good, Roger. Please, Roger.
Sorry, I'm getting there. I'm just struggling at the minute.
Make it a 4.
There it is.
Look at that.
There you go.
That's... So Roger, I will give, of course, Roger the wild eye. He definitely hisses and foams at the mouth and acts. Nope, Christine, it's your character. You tell me how he does this. I apologize.
No. I'm liking this description. You keep going. Yep,
okay.
It's exactly how he's going to be doing it.
Indulge me. And does a little hop up and down, makes himself as big as he can, and starts heading towards him. And you guys, he says, no, I'll tell you exactly what you want to know. I know where Bob's hidden. I know that's what you want.
I don't want Bob. I don't care about Bob.
What? What?
What else do you know?
He's completely taken aback.
When you tell us what we want to know, under your own volition, I'll call the ferret off. Oh, by the way, did you know, Maxim, that if I were to put a metal skillet, a metal saucepan over a ferret and a rat, works very well with rats, and heat it up from the top. They kind of dig through everything to get out the other side. It's the heat. Did you know that? So what we're going to do is my rather rotund, sorry, not body shaming you, Roger, my rather rotund ferret friend here is going to try and crawl up to your nether regions. Then we're going to put a tin over the top and we're going to start heating it up. And I'm going to wonder what he bites first. Yeah, balls or yeah, sausage?
So he's already intimidated. You don't. So ask away.
Okay. So I think this is where maybe we need to have a game timeout so that we can work out what, because I'm really crap with trying to work out questions and what have you. But
okay,
Pete does a marvelous job.
I want you guys to keep the camera rolling so that you guys can have a character and do your talk as in characters as you can as you step out of the room and move over. Meanwhile, I'm going to go grab another bottle of water and I'll be right back.
Okay. So what type of questions do we think we need answers to? I mean, we've already got free information about Bob, and I've blown that one off. So, you know, we now know where Bob is.
No, we don't. He's not told you. You said you didn't want to know. So we do need to know that.
Kind of. Yeah, okay.
You said you did not care where Bob was. And he said,
really.
And he did not say. So, I mean, you could have said, you know. Anyway, I suppose our main information is Len Buckles.
Yeah, I was going to see if we can maybe tie that in with where is Bob. So the main question would be, where is Len Buckles? Is he with Bob?
And maybe how involved have they been with Frank Dibney? Are they part of this cult?
That's a good one.
Have you checked his belly button?
I have not been so familiar with him.
No.
Sarah looks at Chase. Why not?
So
Roger heads over.
I look Sarah
starts
deadpan
pulling
in
the shirt out.
the face, and I say, because if I see that he doesn't have a belly button, the chances are is I'll more than likely lose my shit and then shoot him right between the eyes.
Roger is pulling this guy's shirt out of his pants.
All right.
Pulling it and pulling it and pulling. He's sat on his lap and he's pulling and pulling and pulling until he's got that.
He definitely took to heart the vivid description that he just received of what might happen to him. So as this creature starts digging towards his gut, he's hollering a little bit. It might be noticeable from the outside of the house, but whatever the case, Roger pulls up the shirt, and there is definitely a navel.
Roger sticks his finger into the navel and goes, "Yep, yeah, it's definitely there."
Does he not like lick at the finger first?
Okay, all of us will have nightmares. Very good.
Okay. Any other questions before we return to everything?
Okay, so we definitely know he's not a replicant.
Yeah.
I would like to know how Bob has been persuaded to change tune quite so easily. Just what have they done to Bob to make him so willing to put his name?
Are you asking this right now?
We're getting a list of questions.
Getting a list of questions. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys think that it will be worth asking if they know about the imposters in town?
Well, from his reaction to Roger's scrabbling and looking at his navel, I got a funny feeling they haven't. Because he would have known what we were looking for. If he knew anything to do with the replicants, anything about the replicants, he would probably have known what Roger was looking for.
I'm still thinking that I might just ask him because he might have just been avoiding it.
There's no harm for you to ask.
Yeah. Okay.
Fire away.
And then if we can think of anything else, we can add in after. So we got a small amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 questions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll fire them off as I'm there. Yeah, Maxim. So I'm after information about Mr. Len Buckles.
What? He was Bob's partner, wasn't he?
He was Bob's partner. Do you know where he's gone? Is he with Bob?
I haven't seen him.
Was it you guys that run him out of town? Did you kill him?
No, man.
You're awful sure of yourself, aren't you?
No, I mean, I know he was poking around all over the place and asking questions about things, but I don't think he came afoul of my father or anyone else in town that I know of. I mean, he did get to poking around the transit hole a little bit, but that's not good.
No, I'll agree with you there. So
he seems to clam up at that, like he's holding something back.
Okay. So just out of morbid curiosity, hang on, Roger. Hang on. Easy with the... Oh, okay. You're going there. That's fine. So where is Bob?
Some of the boys from one of the gangs, we got him up in the woods, not too far outside of town. They grabbed him from his ranch, made him sign a piece of paper, gunpoint. I didn't know it was an article, but now it makes sense.
So he's in the woods to the east of town.
No, he would be in the woods to the west. I'll come up with something there. So he is out in the foothills on the outside of town. But you get a description
near where his claim is, yeah, those hills, those foothills.
Yeah, that direction.
Right,
they found a place to use him. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How involved have you and your father been with Frank Debney?
Frank Debney's causing nothing but problems. You saw what happened there at the church. That's all his fault. Those miners should be safe and happy and working for my father.
No, the miners should be working for themselves and then selling what they find to your father for good money. They shouldn't be working for your father. I think the union is the right way to go. I don't think your father or you or your family should be profiteering off of hard men's work.
Sounds like you and Debney's good friends then. Guess you were in the gang there at the church with him.
Oh yeah, we're so good friends. I blew the fucker to pieces. Don't worry, Debney's not coming back to cause you guys a problem. I'm here to root out the shit in this town. And if I don't find Mr. Lembuckle soon, I'm going to raze the town to the ground. Roger, you can go up a little bit higher if you want. Okay, and he's automatically freely given that information as well. Sarah, Rosco, have you got any questions for Maxim before we put him out of his misery and Roger can have a nice meal?
No, I've been telling you everything.
And I told you, I want this town sorted. And if I don't get Lem Buckles back, I'm going to raise this town, you, your father, and everybody in it, apart from Amos, because he's actually been really nice to me. Oh, and Sheriff Chips, Marshal Chips, he's been really kind to me as well. But every other one of you, you can all go to hell.
Look, you guys just let me go. I'll even throw in.
Oh no, too late for that, Maxim. You know who I am. You recognise my assless chaps. I can't be having you running around telling Daddy that I got you. And also, I can't have you letting Daddy know where we are. Also, why would I keep you alive? It doesn't make sense.
He seems to have clammed up.
There.
Pretty scared.
You thought you were the big shot when you were on that horse and you tried to talk big in front of your friends. And here you are, and I think Roger's just made you pee a little.
He looks like he's terrified. Yeah, you've basically told him that whatever he says from now on is worthless because he's going to get killed anyway. So he's clammed up. You see a tear run down from one of his eyes. Get it over with then.
Well, you see now, if it was my friend that's out there, he more than likely would. But I'm a sadistic bastard. I'm going to take my time with you. You're my new plaything.
My father will get you.
Not if he doesn't know where you are. And I walk over to him and I get the Hessian sack. I put it over his head and I roll up the bottom of it and that goes in his mouth and then I tie it at the back. So it's like a gag.
Okay. Good idea. All right. He's gagged. Okay. He's tied. He can't see. And he's terrified.
Yeah.
And you've got some information. What do you guys want to do?
Okay, so let's go to the front room to discuss it where he can't hear us.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, you guys.
I look at Sarah whilst we're going to the front room, and I whisper to her, and I go, "I got my inspiration from you because you look scary when you took on those other three witches." Yeah. Do you think he really believed that Roger the raccoon would actually bury through his own guts?
You were most convincing, shall we say.
Indeed.
Was I? Last time I tried to convince something, it was my horse, and he kicked me off.
I think Roger was
and I start giggling.
Okay.
So what do we think? We have a location for Minor Bob. But we should be able to just inform the other miners and they can probably go and deal with that themselves. It does not sound like the Debneys are involved with the cult. So
Heaston's.
Yeah, sorry, Heaston's. So I would say we can leave that to the miners. That's That's a very pedestrian matter.
Very good.
But
I
this,
get it. I say,
this
I am listening.
tree, the tree, the forest lady, the forest queen,
Forest
Mother?
forest mother. I think that should be our focus. If we are to find Len Buckles anywhere, I would say it may be over there.
All right.
Well, he did say, I come back in the room carrying my pants, and I go, well, he did say that he was, I know it was the doctor that said that he went out to the woods, and then he went to the tarantula hole. So the last place he was known to have gone was the tarantula hole. So whether he was an imposter or whether he was himself when he went there, that's the last place that we know. Anthony, can you confirm whether that was correct or not? Because I didn't write that down.
He said that he was going to the tarantula hole, and then after that, at some point, he was going to go out and explore the woods.
Right, so it was the other way around. Perfect. Right, yeah. So I'll stand corrected if anyone wants to say no. Actually, this is what the doctor said.
I'm sorry, I missed that question. Whatever that was, Rob.
No, I just said I'll concede if anybody tells me that I got it wrong and it was the other way around.
Well, as I corrected it for you, that's how you remember it. So,
all right. In that case, then I'll go. No, sorry. You were right. He did go to the tarantula hole, and then he went to the woods. So the woods was the last place that he went. So as we're here to investigate what happened to Len, I think we need to go out to the woods before we do anything with the town.
So. Yep, I think so. I mean, I would say in passing, we can just go down and where is the? There was one of the can't remember what it was called. The one with like the wall.
Miner's
place 43. Is it Red Door Saloon?
Yes, Red Door Saloon.
I would imagine that's where the miners are hanging out, so we can go and let them know where Miner Bob is.
Very good.
And then I'd say we go past Debney's again, maybe pick up some more dynamite.
Perfect.
And gasoline. And some bottles.
Chainsaws wouldn't have been invented by now, would they?
No.
Well, kerosene.
Sarah's got this little child's wagon.
Some sort of oil, some sort of flammable oil used for lamps and
lamp oil. Yeah, I mean that it'd be. Yeah, I think kerosene was probably around about that time.
Probably so. Makes sense.
Yeah.
To me.
And I'm wondering whether if we grind up some of this rock, I hear it burns really well.
Yes.
We mix that with some kerosene in a bottle with a wick sticking out of it.
I like it.
That might be quite effective.
Do you know what we used to do in the army?
Oh, you were in the army?
You're in the army?
Which army would that be?
I was with the Greycoats. I've told you this story. I told you that we were in the army, and that's why I'm a wanted man.
Yeah. Well, no, I thought you were a wanted man because you've got mixed up in a town where you turned up and everyone was dead, and they thought you did it. I thought that's why you were wanted.
Yeah, it was a platoon that went into the town. It was me and a few people. It was the band of brothers that went in there. But yeah, so no, I fought for the Greycoats, which is why my distrust for the blue was evident the other day.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
in the
I
army,
believe
we used to put nails in the bottles as well, so that when it went kaboom. Sorry, we put nails in the explosives, so that when it went kaboom, it would do the projectile damage as well.
I just think from what we saw when you were fighting that tree thing, it was actually not the explosion, but the fire that did the damage.
Yeah,
because it's very well protected from explosions. So from the safe, let's think, we got a stack of ghost rock ore.
We did indeed.
So
if you guys would like to go down to Debney's and make and avail yourselves of his unguarded goods,
we will.
All right.
We're going to grind up some of that ghost rock ore.
Yep. So it's about noon now. As you move across town, you arrive at the store. There's a cowboy outside who's looking in, trying to see if there's anyone to provide services, but the door is still shut and locked. And so he says, "I think it's closed."
Yeah, it's under new management.
Oh. Yeah, Frank, he asked us to come and do some stuff for him, but he's tied up at the moment. I mean, he's really shocked at what happened over at the church. He's all in pieces over it.
Oh, that's sad. Do you want me to come back later? I guess I could make my purchase.
I believe that would be best, sir.
He heads off.
Yeah.
You guys are standing outside the door.
We'll go around the back and unlock it and head in.
As you have done before. You have enough time. I'm not going to make a roll because you have plenty of time to work it.
I'm sure he has plenty of equipment we need to grind up this ghost rock or bottles to put it in, kerosene, wicks.
Yeah, Sarah gets down a little child's wagon with a pulley cord, and then she starts putting sticks of dynamite in and counting them out. 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
3.
I'm going to make up a quick sign. I'm going to make up a quick sign to pin it to the inside of the door that says "Under new management."
Okay.
By private sale of F. Debney.
Yeah. So I think you guys can go ahead and give me a sort of a quasi list of what you want. Throw it over there in chat. I think there's X amount you can carry with you in some bags. There are sacks in there. There's backpacks that for sale for miners.
How many sticks of dynamite will a backpack carry?
What was that?
How many sticks of dynamite will a backpack carry?
Oh, you can put easily 3 or 4 in there. You can put. You guys can load up on dynamite. What I would say is, in a big backpack like that, let's say you could put about 20 sticks if you felt like it.
Excellent.
Sound good?
Yep. Yep. We wouldn't want no confusion now.
There ain't no Gatling guns for sale. I'm so sorry. Nor cannons. They're Chase. Okay. And so you have made some special incendiary bombs with the Ghost Rock, 3 each. I like it.
Excellent.
And 20 sticks of dynamite.
Yeah. Shotguns.
Absolutely. You can each get yourself a shotgun if you would like.
Thank you.
And add that to your sheet from the book.
What about old-fashioned black gunpowder? Has he got that in there?
Yes, he does. There are some pony kegs of that. It'd be difficult to carry a maneuver on foot. You could tie it to the back of a mule or something.
Over at the doctor's, haven't we? So we'll just swipe that as that's just round the corner. I believe Debney's is 21, isn't it?
Sorry?
No, Debney's, Frank Debney's general store, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I find it on the list?
It may be under a different name. I'd have to zoom in really quick and look.
I thought it was here. 21, or is it 54? That's the Undertaker.
Has he got a
38?
shotgun?
Frontier
Oh,
Store,
sorry.
18.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I am. Roscoe's over there.
18.
So
Right,
18.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Which, by the way,
and,
is... Go ahead.
And the docks was not too far. That was
13. Over the other
13.
side of town.
Other
Yeah.
side of town. Yeah.
All right,
It's on
I'll go and
Parry
get
Town
the
Street.
once we find the black powder, because I think that if we actually spread that around, we might be able to keep everything in a circle. Because the black powder, once you start it, it'll then
It will
doesn't it burn a bit?
It burns instantly and disappears very shortly.
Boom! Pretty fast.
It's gone. I mean, you'll light it and it'll be gone. So
It might go running across the ground if you make it really thin.
yeah. So I mean, to be honest, I think my problem there is whether whatever we're up against will give us time to do that kind of thing. I think it's just hold still a second, just while I run this gunpowder ring around you.
Okay, so we won't do the gunpowder because the gunpowder is clearly not going to work. What was I thinking?
Question: Is there a shotgun reloader?
No.
A shell reloader. Okay. Fair enough.
No, and there's not repeating like that. It's you're getting your 2 shots
Right. Okay.
at this point.
I just wanted something that sort of got more of an area effect against any, piranha dogs.
Yeah. Yes.
Like that.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, okay, loaded for bear. I think that's it for me.
So as
Anyone
far as I can
else?
tell, you guys have a backpack each full of dynamite and
Yep.
3 of the special incendiary firebombs each.
Yep.
And then you guys have a pony keg of black powder. Is that what you decided to do?
How
not?
big is you say a pony cake? What's it?
Let's say it's you can pick it up with both hands and hold it against your chest. It's about the width of your chest and I'd say about 6-8 inches in diameter. So a little like when you buy a little keg at the beer over at Neen Valley Brewery or something like that.
Yeah.
Just to bring back to the house.
Yeah. Pipe. Metal pipe.
Metal pipe. He does. They do have some metal pipings. Absolutely. For some of these mines, I can see that.
If we stuff some dynamite and in a metal pipe, pack it with gunpowder around, stick the fuse out the top, can we make some pipe bombs?
Yes.
Okay. How
would you
many
like to-
pipe bombs each?
Well,
3?
if we take some backpacks, we can make loads.
What I would say is, if you want to take 2 sticks of dynamite, black powder, and
Nails.
the pipe, what we'll say is for your backpacks, for each 2 sticks of dynamite you pull off of that, you can put a pipe bomb in. Sound
Okay,
good?
fair enough. So
And they'll be more powerful.
they'll be much more powerful than the dynamite on its own, I think.
Maybe a little harder to throw because they're heavy, but
Yeah. Okay. So let's say 3 each, which gives us 3 each should be plenty. I would have said three incendiary bombs, 3 pipe bombs. Yeah.
so you have 14 sticks of dynamite,
Yeah.
3 pipe bombs, 3 incendiary bombs each.
Yeah.
All right. Plus shotguns that
Oh.
you'll need to add to your character sheet.
I did not know that. I'm looking for clothes that will offer armor.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sarah's heavy leather coat offers her 1 armor.
I think it's toughness, isn't it? It adds to it.
Yeah, it adds
Yeah.
to your that for the
Yeah.
it's
It's already on the character sheet.
no, it's for the hit roll. It's the yeah. Go ahead.
Hmm?
I'll look that up. while you guys are deciding. If you guys each want to get a big heavy leather duster that would do the same thing, you may.
Okay. Where is that on the in the roll in the book?
If I look right here, let me see here. Come on. Armor. So a leather jacket protects your torso, arms, and parts of your legs. And I'm looking at one of the Wichita Witch things that you guys actually fought against. And it says it's going to provide you with 1 armor. So up at your toughness, in parentheses, would be a 1 in the parentheses if you were to add that armor to you. I think the place for armor is the very, very bottom of your sheet.
Yeah.
You just type in leather, and then I think you can type in whatever you want to say. Just say armor 2.
Torso, arms, torso and arms.
Yep, torso, arms, and I'd say upper thighs, so top of your legs.
Torso, arms, and legs. Armor 1.
All right, and the weight's about. It says 10 pounds on here, but I'd say probably about 5. That seems a little bit excessive. I think they just pulled that off of maybe the Savage Pathfinder or something. All right, so you guys can add that.
Okay, great.
Let me know when you guys are ready to move on. That you've gotten all of your things added.
What else we got? Because I didn't realise my chaps also protect my legs and give me +1 armor to my legs. So I should have checked that first, shouldn't I?
Now we know.
So shotgun, double-barreled, yeah?
Yes.
What was that armor that you offered us?
Just a heavy leather overcoat. The duster, like you see in the old Western movies where they're walking down the road and it's swinging.
So that does torso, yeah? And that gives how much armor?
That gives torso, arms, and upper legs. That gives 1 for your upper body.
Yeah, and what's the weight of that?
5 pounds. All right. And Christine's already got one of those.
Yep.
All right. And I looked on the character sheet for the Wichita Witch, Christine, which we haven't really messed with too much, but their tight leather pants count as an armor of 1 as well. So you can put that down for your legs. So it's like Chase's
my toughness
chaps.
hasn't changed. Why hasn't my toughness changed?
I do not know, guys.
As I'm carrying it and I'm wearing it, total armor weight carried is 11. Armor of 1. Oh, hang on. Let's try actually putting 1 in.
All right. Why don't we go on a quick break?
Yeah, there you go.
For people to use the restrooms, update their character sheets, so that our esteemed listeners do not have to hear us dig through the last bits of putting our character sheets together before the next scene. All right. We are back from having a brief downtime in which we sorted out all the wonderful things that they pilfered from Frank Debney's store. Our team is loaded for bear. They have 3 pipe bombs. They have 3 Molotov cocktails mixed up with ground ghost rock. They've got 16 sticks of dynamite. They each picked themselves up a shotgun, and they armored up a little bit with some heavy leather coats, and they are ready to go face whatever lurks in the Aspen forest. I moved us across, at least I think I moved to the map of the environs where we can see the Aspen Forest, and you'll see I'm pinging it out here. Do you guys wish to wait the night and then go first thing in the morning? It's about just past noon now. If you guys want to head, you can probably get up there and be into the forest by late afternoon.
Yep, let's go.
All right. Pressing forward, do you guys go get your horses? It's going to be a bit, it'll be tight in the woods once you get in the woods, but you could at least use that to get there. I don't know, your call. Otherwise, you can just hike.
Yeah, no, let's take the horses. We can at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Aspen Forest is a bit of a way out of town, isn't it?
All right.
I mean, we could
you
always
swing down.
tether them up half an hour away from where we think the Aspen Forest actually starts, and then we could do the rest on foot.
Got it. Amos's boy meets you and thanks you again for saving his father. Helped you saddle your horses, and you guys are out of town, riding towards the large rolling hills that head up towards some mountains. As you get towards the edge of this massive forest of aspen look a lot like beech trees over here. So you've got the really white, narrow trunks. There's some room in between them, but not a ton. There's also some scrub oak and things like that growing down low. You can see that the leaves are all shimmering in the light wind, making that quaking aspen sound of the loud rustle that almost sounds like whispers going amongst the trees as you move into the edge of the forest.
It's like a chittering noise, isn't it?
Yes, yes. You can see that there's Smith's Fork Creek that sort of leads into the heart of the forest. It may be a point of reference as you begin your exploration. On a hill, actually, I'd like a quick notice roll.
From
all of you. Oh, look at that. Roscoe's going to notice it.
That's a raise. 2 raises. 3 raises, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll assist.
2 raises.
Yeah. Just to try and... Okay, so all of you notice a figure on a hilltop just at the very edge of your... Well, it's not the edge of your vision, but because you can make out a person who is sort of standing on this hilltop looking you guys' direction.
Okay.
What
my
you
scope?
can see... actually, yeah, okay. And what you can see is he's wearing a burlap sack as a mask that has been painted red. You might have learned about this guy depending if you had gone some other places in town. However, he spies you and is about as soon as he sees you, and that's you can see that through the scope as well, but he is well out of even extreme range, Rob. This person moves down other side of the hill. If you guys want to rush over there, you can, but odds are he's going to be moved on. And you see where the creek goes into the forest. You have been at least seen by someone as you're heading towards the forest.
I was wondering whether we should go back to the barn and see if we can follow the tracks of this tree creature. Can't remember the name of what it was.
Ah.
Well, we're still going in the same direction.
Thought. So, let's.
But you find it's weird
for ease of time. Go ahead.
But you find it strange, though, Roscoe, Sarah, that he was wearing a sack on his head and it was painted red.
Well, it was a burlap mask, yeah.
Okay, mask.
Well, bandits often do that.
I've never done that whilst I was
we will
bandit.
say you guys swing by the barn on your way out.
Yeah.
Where you can sort of pick up the track. What I will need is as you head towards the forest, I will let you know that yes. Nope. I'm going to make you guys do a survival roll to see if you can follow it and see where it goes towards the forest. Look
Yep,
at
no
this.
Perfect. That'll do.
Frickin' chase. Woo.
Nice one.
Anybody else want to pile in?
Do we need to?
It's you don't really need to because you can tell that it has sort of followed this creek.
You know, it's
Okay.
amazing, right? I can't notice when people sneak up on me to try and shoot me in the back, but I can follow their tracks for days.
All right. You guys have a entry point into the forest that you seem to think is going to lead you where you would like to go. As you get into the forest, it starts to get pretty tight for the horses. There's some branches. Actually, the branches are not too terrible. You guys could go single file on horseback if you would like. I think for the time being, as long as you're staying pretty close to the edge of the creek, you guys should be able to continue on horseback.
Okay. Yep.
You go through multiple ups and downs and hills and dales. You cross a fork of the creek, splashing the water up on either side. It's getting very late in the day. The sun has gone down behind the mountains, and the shadows are super long. You know that probably in the next half hour or less, you're going to be in almost total darkness. What do you guys do?
We're going to have to stop and camp.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah. So we'll make a little smokeless fire.
Okay.
Like a clearing
And,
round said smokeless
yeah.
fire. Bring the horses in close to where the smokeless fire is as well.
All right.
Yeah.
And
We'll basically go and camp up for the night and hold watches.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's on which watch?
I'll take the first watch.
All right.
I'll take
Who's
the
going?
last one. If
All
Sarah
right.
wants to do the middle.
Yep,
All
I'll
right,
do the middle.
Sarah. What'd you say?
I said yes, I'll do the middle.
Perfect.
Called
All
the
right.
witching hour.
Absolutely. Sadly, the middle watch is the one that leaves you in a situation where you sleep a little bit, wake up, and then sleep a little bit, as opposed to the other two. However, your gentleman friends have kindly left you that most coveted of all watches,
Oh yeah.
and then said some platitudes about it being the witching hour, haha, like you would enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
During your watch, so nothing happens during the initial watch of the night that Rosco has, the moon is, egads, it's just a crescent at this point. So it is fairly dark. You can hear the sound of the creek going over the rocks not too far away, and then the sound, of course, of the leaves all going. Between those two, there's a decent background set of sounds, and I'd like a notice roll from you.
Okay. I take it Roger's also up with me, isn't he?
Yes, so you can do that as well.
Okay.
There you go. So in your lap, Roger his head comes up and he starts looking around. He's heard something. And through your nearly combined senses, yeah, you thought you heard like a twig snap or something that was a little bit off from the rest of the sounds.
Which direction?
It seems to have come from the opposite side from the creek, so off into the woods on the right side. Let's say you're on the right side of the Smiths Fork Creek as you're going into the forest. So further onto the right side of the camp. Any actions you'd like to do, or you'd like to just see what happens?
I'm going to move over to Rosco and gently rock his shoulder. I'm going to leave Chase for the moment, but all those injuries he's taken, he needs to sleep a bit more. But for the moment, I'm going to just wake up Rosco just in case.
At that point,
I'll whisper to him.
I will give you
a
as
noise.
you're just leaning down to whisper, your eyes drift across to where Chase is lying peacefully on his bedroll. And you see a fluidy green form that looks very much like those replicants that you fought before, that is creeping on all fours out of a piece of scrub oak and seems to be looking to climb onto Chase.
Now we know what's happened to his pants every night.
Yeah.
They're being stolen by the replicants.
What do you do?
Okay, I'm basically now clanging and banging and waking everybody up and shouting. Basically pointing to just beyond Chase. I'm throwing rocks at Chase as well.
When she hollers, you wake up and you see this thing that has moved down at the end of your bedroll like it's about to pounce. I think you can probably you're sleeping with your gun. If you'd like to take a quick shot, you can do so.
Woo-hoo!
Chase, yeah?
Yep. That's
It's a hit.
Yeah, I don't think these things were very tough, as I recall.
See some damage. So 5 points of damage?
Yep.
Ye gads. That's
sucks.
So yeah. It definitely scratches it across the chest. Its toughness, I think, was...
You're not getting them this time! Leave my fucking pants alone!
Anyone else want to take an action before this thing gets to go?
Yeah, absolutely. 9 points damage.
Oh, look at that. So, your quick shot did not get it, Chase, but Roscoe's from across the fire pit does. Takes it right in the head, knocks it off of your ankles and feet, where it was about to come up and climb on top of you to try and subsume you.
Okay.
Is it dead now? Is it?
Yes, it is dead.
It is dead.
God's sake. That's just cost me. I've got a hole in my bedroll now. But positives. I still got my pants.
And with that, we will skip through the rest of the night. You guys get some more rest. I'm not going to impart fatigue upon you. About midday the next day, still moving up into the woods and realizing that you have left a Heaston boy tied up for a day and a half now, but that's okay. It's probably builds character, right?
Yeah.
You come to you're following a path at this point that has moved off just beside the river and has sort of turned off. You can follow the tracks of the tree creature, and you see the entrance to a ravine. You're being very quiet, and at this point you hope you're unnoticed, but you can see ahead of you a crowd. Now, this map, I have taken and expanded out the edges because it was a little bit difficult for maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
What you see before you, down at ground level, down below here, and then up here is about 30 feet of difference. Okay? If you saw where I pinged. Whereas right here is 5 feet up. Right here is 10 to 15. This is 10 to 15 up. This is 30 up, going down to the ground. Okay, you can see some of those things. This one starts up here at the 30-foot piece, goes down to the 15.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can sort of see some variation there in altitude.
And what level is it the area that we're stood?
You are stood down on ground level.
We're on ground level. Okay.
Yes. Over here, you see the guy with the burlap sack over his head. And he's got another person with him. He's got himself, let me see. I can at least tell you
I
what
see
he's
a
armed with.
bunch of replicants. We've got
Yes.
then people in red shirts. We've got a whole
Yeah.
bunch of red shirts and the
Mhm.
Gs. What's the difference?
The difference is some of them have guns and some of them are just sort of town folk that have been subsumed. The gunmen all have pistols and stuff.
Okay.
Yep. It does not look like the guy with burlap sack has a long rifle. He simply has a pistol.
Well, we think we have not been noticed.
You have not been noticed yet. I will be requiring stealth rolls for anything you do from here on out.
I think we need to go up the sides and take the high ground. Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
which way are you guys going to go?
Most definitely.
I would go up the right-hand side, which is where
Okay.
the guy in the red mask is. Yeah.
All
Yeah, it
right.
looks like there's a couple of rocks along that
So
side that
go
we can
this
kind of
side, yeah.
highlight.
Yeah.
Chase, do you mind if I move your gun stuff just off the edge of the map? You'll have to pull it.
Yeah.
Can you
no,
see
you can put it
that?
at the top.
Okay,
Yeah.
put it wherever you want.
Let's get
Up this-
behind these. Let's get behind these boulders for a start.
I'll put Sarah's magic points down there.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sneak.
I would
behind
like a
these boulders.
stealth
And
roll
move
for
them
you
up.
guys to move over to the rocks. Sadly, this is not like Blades in the Dark, where one person does it. Sadly, you are all at jeopardy.
There we go. There's my stealth.
Perfect.
That's, chase is fine.
Come on, guys.
Just got to get up to it. Sorry. Oh, there it is.
You can do it. I'm not saying come on because I want you to push a button. I'm just saying come on, you can make it. Sarah made it.
Did I?
Yes,
Oh my
Wild
God.
Dice of 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chase
Wow.
has made it. Rosco made it.
Hang on.
And do we have Roger?
We
I
do
can't move
in a
Roger.
second.
There you go.
Roger's
Roger's
made
made it.
Absolutely.
There we
Can
Right.
you
Is Roger
alter
unmovable again?
Roger's token for me, please?
Sorry about that.
That's quite all right.
That was, here we go. Save. Got it. You should be able to move him.
There you go.
Okay. You guys have moved over behind those rocks. They are big boulders. They stand taller than you do. So you have complete cover behind these right now to where no one can see you.
Can I
want to have
ask?
a quick discussion on what you want to do.
Yeah.
But you can see at the very end of that, this massive tree with many pods hanging off of it. Did you guess that's probably the mother tree?
So I think what we need to do is get to that tree and just cover it in fire.
So,
Yeah.
can you set the scene for me briefly? Are these guys attacking said tree?
No.
Are
So
they
what
attacking
it
said
appears to
pod
be,
people?
you would guess that the mother tree has called back as many of her people as she can to help protect herself at this point. After
Oh.
either a report from the tree that came back, or maybe she just knows it. But this crowd is just sort of milling about. One
Okay.
of them, who got the big notice roll? I can't remember. One of them, right here, is Agent Rig.
Oh, he's been subsumed. He's been
Some would
podded.
say it was like he was in a podcast. Anyway,
Okay, ba-boom. Well done.
I know
Um,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You're too good. You're too good. What are these?
Pine trees.
We can hide behind those, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so we should be able to move around this boulder here, and apart from these two, on the left side, we will basically be invisible moving up to those pine trees, right?
Yeah.
Because
these guys over
two
here,
on our side,
aren't they on a level that steers?
Oh, that's not Indio Red. Where? Oh,
Yeah.
This is not the guy that. I'm sorry. That's just a guy.
Just the guy.
What about
and the
this guy?
Gunman.
That's a gunman. So this looks like a townsperson that's sort of just standing there, rocking back and forth. The other one does have a pistol, sort of hanging loosely at its side.
So, in my mind, so we've got points of cover coming up the right-hand side, Joe. We've got these trees here. There's this boulder here, more trees here. Their ways up to get up here are basically this tree trunk here, yeah?
Yes. You could go
So
across
I think we need to get some dynamite on that ASAP to blast it. But really, we need to get up to these trees so we can rain fire down on this tree monster, yeah?
Okay.
And and fight them off as we can.
It sounds like a freaking awesome plan. Okay.
Last famous words. What about this tree limb right at the end here as well, though? So these two guys on the left-hand side can run across this one, surely.
They could do, yeah. No, that's true.
So we could have two more on that come
and
across.
obviously they can run up here. This
they can run up this tree
and round,
run along the top edge, and then come across on that tree.
And they can run down and out of the thing and come up. So we won't have long.
No.
Before they start.
We kind of need to get ourselves in position.
Plus, they'll be shooting
stealthily as possible.
Yeah, we've
take out as many points of entry as possible at the same time.
Yeah, I will say a stealth roll to get to here.
Yeah,
and I'm going to give you +2 because the guys on the other side are not paying. Well, this guy here is not paying great attention.
Okay, +2. Let's go.
Back of that, there's Rosco. Oh, Chase. Oh, Chase.
Gonna spend a penny.
Okay.
Well, no, +2 will do it. Your wild dice.
+2 does it. +2 does it. Correct.
+2 does do it, doesn't it?
+2 does it.
Yeah.
And we got Roger.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You guys are there. I need a notice roll. That'll do it.
Got a rollover on my D4 also.
So what you see from there is on the far side
oh yeah, I see it.
And that looks like the one that was wounded before. It appears to have something on it, some new bark or something like that that's growing on the side. And I will give you, the 19 for Roger. Roger clocks that there's some folks, even 19, I'll give it to you because she's going to give it to Christine. So I won't make it secret. I will instead, I might have to ask you to move your Chase's stuff, your gun stuff, if you don't mind. Thank you. And the other, boom, and there we go.
There's Indio Red.
Yes.
Well,
so there's your big gunfighter and another one of those creatures.
Oh boy.
Gets things a slightly bit more complicated.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
However, you are still unseen.
Now, can we, dare I say, can we sneak up to the next lot of trees?
Right next to these guys?
Yeah, past them.
Past them.
Actually, how quiet is
You could
your...
possibly stealth to this rock beside them, and then basically, I don't know, being that close, then fall
If
kind
you
of
guys
attack
want
with
to
a knife
stack up behind
into
this
the
rock,
eyes.
I'll give you a stealth -2 to get to there. But to go past here, this is like open ground right next to the people. That's like
Yeah.
stealth -4.
I don't
So
think that's going to happen.
Why don't we try and take the two guys in front of us out as quietly as possible? In other
There's
words,
that.
using a knife.
We could try.
Okay.
I'm up for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what? Stealth? How?
1, 2, 3.
Could I mean, I could try a stun.
6.
How quiet?
Good.
How quiet is your stun? Would other
How
people
quiet
notice
is
it?
the stun?
Yeah.
Make it. I don't know what trappings you've chosen for your stun.
Yeah.
You can modify
like
those.
But yeah.
A
Go.
bolt of energy, stun, bombs, sonic boom, a burst of blinding light. I think mine was a burst of blinding light. I seem to remember is the one I'd gone for.
They're not
Okay.
super stealthy. I think they're going to notice
Yeah.
that.
Probably.
And probably other people too.
I think the knife option's probably going to be our best bet.
All right. So folks that are down in this hole are probably going to not notice too much as you're moving over here, but once you get right up to the edge over in this area, now we're starting to talk. So probably your best points of attack are from here and here-ish to
just
not
wondering,
be seen.
Why don't
Go
we
ahead.
just rush? Why don't we just rush them, push them off the edge as we go past?
It's doable. It's doable. What do you think? Actually, let's take a quick look at the... there is a shove type thing, isn't there? Push. Attacker and defender make an opposed strength roll. Defender is knocked back 1 inch or 2 inches with a raise. So 1 to 2 squares with a raise.
I mean, yeah. If we catch them by surprise,
Yep.
would
I'll
that
give you a
them
plus. I'll give you a plus on that. So
Yeah.
if you guys rush out and smash into them, I will give you a +2 to your attack.
Nah, let's do the knife. The knife's good.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, let's go with knife. Yeah.
Are you going to rush out there? You will
I
get
think, no,
one-
try and
I'm
stealth
gonna-
it. Yeah.
I'm going to
Okay.
try and stealth it, and then if
Yeah,
it
yeah.
all goes to shit, I'm then going to rush. I'll rush G first. Okay,
Yeah, all right.
so
Go for the
I'll try
gunman.
and stealth up to G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's 6 paces away from me, so that's within my 8. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put myself there. So maybe if I'm lucky and I can dispatch this one, I can then dispatch this one with my offhand.
And Rosco, are you doing the same thing?
I will follow up behind him. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So- Christine, what is Sarah doing?
Just trying to think.
I'd say maybe if we get discovered, you'd be prepared. If we get discovered, start on Indio Red, maybe.
Start working on the rest of the baddies who are up here to cause problems.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
about
I'm basically
rain.
I'm waiting for these two guys to hopefully that they won't get spotted. But
Yeah.
if they do, then what's the range? 132.
Yeah, I thought the range of yours was what 120, or isn't it something like smarts times 2 or spirit times 2
Yeah, I think
Or
it's normally
something.
something weird along those lines.
times 20? I can't remember.
Smarts. It's just a smarts.
In terms of squares,
Yeah, in terms of distance, and I must admit I can't remember what that means.
And I think it was your strike, your damaging spell that was ×2, wasn't it? So what's your smarts? Is it 8, 10?
Sorry, I have to keep opening and closing my character sheet. It's really bloody irritating. This is. My smarts is a D10.
D10. So 20 for your damaging spell, which would put you about very close.
Pretty darn close. That
Yeah.
would be the center
Well,
point of a large
You could
square,
move
of a
up
large-
to.
True.
Sarah
can
could
move.
move up to here.
Yeah, yeah.
Surely,
Absolutely.
and then
Yeah.
cast the spell, and that will get closer. And because you'll be on this side of the boulder, these
got cover.
guys might
Yeah.
not see you, and you will have cover.
So how's
So-
that? Does that? What do you think?
Yep.
I think it's okay.
I think that sounds like a plan.
So what I'll ask for then is a stealth roll from all of you. Yours is to go ahead and get the first attack without us drawing any cards. Okay? And then the other one is for Sarah to get behind the rock, and Roger, wherever you want him to go. It looks like we've got successes from Rosco, success from Chase.
Can I move?
And there are no pluses on this one, so you have not passed this, Sarah, unless you choose to use a Benny.
Oh, God. I think we're going to need bennies, but I'll do it. Spend the benny.
Let's
You
see
guys
that
had better
reroll.
start. It's not going to roll, but never mind.
I mean, you're not super stealthy, are you? Really?
No, I am not
D4.
stealthy at all. I
Um,
mean, can I not? I mean, I'd be delaying my action anyway until you two are
yeah,
gone.
just
Okay,
delay your
you wanna
action
do that?
until after
I'm
we've.
delaying until those
Then
two have gone.
I'll give you
Yeah.
back your bennies. In fact, I still need to give you
One for Roger.
quick, one for Roger, which I did not do earlier. So there you go. So you get your bennies back. You will stay in place. The two gentlemen will sprint forward.
Okay.
All right. Well, not sprint, but you're moving forward stealthily to make your attacks. You may each make your initial attack. Go ahead and place yourselves what you would like as you come out of the brush, surprising them completely. They see you and whoa, but they haven't made any real sounds yet that are going to alert anybody. Look at that. So that's a hit with a raise. So we can now do your damage. Chase.
With a raise, it's with more than one raise.
Yeah, I know.
So
12
8
points of damage.
plus the bonus damage. So yeah, you killed him right out.
Okay,
Okay.
and then second attack because I've two-fisted.
Offhand.
Okay.
Which one did you kill first?
The G.
All
So that's a hit?
G. No. Let me check really quick on him to see what his.
Oh yeah, because it would be parry, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, really quick. I'll check his parry.
Actually, would it? Because he's not paying attention.
That's true.
His parry's only 4, so you got him.
So I got
So
him.
go ahead and do your
Okay.
damage without bonus.
Hello, little lady.
That's a shame.
Whoa!
That'll do.
Wow, that was pretty impressive, actually. So we have gotten rid of 2 of these guys.
And then I
Okay.
hunker back down. Although I'm out in the
Stand back up.
open, I'm just gonna sort of like crouch down, and yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So I think now we've
And then
taken them out.
Now
We try
I'm
for the-
going to make you make a stealth roll for the killings.
Oh,
For the killings. Okay.
Yeah.
stealthy
On that
killings.
edge.
Just in case the bodies roll over the edge, you
Yeah,
know.
something
Okay, so
like
this
that.
is the
Or
first
one of
one.
them screams or whatever. You're pretty good at this. I'm not giving you a minus.
Okay, I'll try that again. This is stealth.
Success.
Succeeded.
All right. Good enough. All
Right. So
Oh,
next
that's weird.
move.
Do you want me to do the second killing as well, or?
Nope. Good enough.
Next move, we're
Okay.
trying to get up to here, yeah?
Okay. Stealth.
Health?
This is at -2. You're going right across this open ground, and there's folks directly on the other side. Look at Chase doing it with
Hey,
Elan.
Do you really want me to
Okay.
stealth with you guys, or do you
Rosco,
want?
you're only at a 2.
3,
Honestly,
4,
I think at this
5,
point,
6,
when we get,
7,
I mean,
8.
as soon as we get there, I'm going to start lobbing things
Okay.
anyway. So,
So I will
Sam,
say,
I don't.
put yourself
I-
about halfway there.
Sarah, I
And-
would stay exactly where Roscoe is because you've got range.
Yeah, so would I. I totally
Yeah.
agree. She'll
Okay.
move forward to kind of the rock.
I'll let you
Ish.
do that. At this point, you hear yelling from the other side of the ravine, and it's sort of a ululating, yipping, weird sound. It's not like voices. It's more. It's
it's from this, isn't it? It's coming from that direction.
Well, it's that and these guys over here. It seems that there's some sort of plant language that they're dealing with. However, we are now to initiative order. Let's go really quickly. Roger. All right, let me
Put
bring
the
up
thing
the.
up.
Let me bring
I'll
up
add
the,
Siren and Roger and myself.
Okay, let me really quick clear it. Actually, yeah, I'm going to clear this, remove all turns. We'll just go from there. If you guys would like,
Oh,
and I know that it puts it in a tough thing, I'm just going to do one card for the bad guys. Fair enough?
Mhm.
I think you should have something separate for the sapling dudes.
You want
Yeah.
something separate?
I
All
think
right.
I
just for
would.
the sapling dudes.
I would go.
I think as you go ahead and have them all on one, but I think
When
the
you say sapling
should
dudes,
be
you
on-
mean the big monsters?
yeah,
Yeah.
the big two sapling
I would have 3
I'll add
initiatives.
those.
things down the end.
I would have one for Indigo Red, one for the
Okay.
the common folk,
Oh.
one for the sapling dudes, and maybe one for Len Buckle.
I'm going to get running this too slowly. So what I'm going to do is I will go with the Aspen Skull Traps, and Indio Red will have their own. However, the
And
rest of
everybody
them are
else.
just going to go.
No, that's fine.
They're just going to go on one because
Yeah.
I can't
Right.
be bothered.
Roscoe, you'll need to put yourself in the list again.
Okay, so
okay.
we did a 4 of hearts for Roger.
Roger, 4 hearts.
Sarah, 6
What's that?
diamonds.
Six of diamonds.
Roscoe
6 of diamonds.
looks
Both
like
of
you
those
got
are
Both
a
of
Roger.
those. Did you check both
5
those?
of spades.
No, you got to change them both.
Ooh, I do.
I'll have the king. Well, the 4 of
Hang on.
spades
Throw
got
that
to be
on.
replaced.
Got to be
All right,
replaced
so
again.
right now you've got the king of clubs high, and look at that!
Joker!
Yes!
Wow,
Joker!
the heck!
Yes!
Oh, let's give you guys some bennies. You guys deserve it.
Pennies.
Oh my word!
We need
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
We are definitely going to need those.
Oh, are we
Alright.
ever going to need those?
Jeez.
Benny and
Four of
the
those.
Jets.
16.
4.
Boom!
Need 4. Yes.
Look at that.
Mummy's
All right.
being picked on.
Very good. So you're at the
She
Joker.
is.
Now let's go with Chase. Did I already do you, Chase? You did not, did I?
You
Christine's
have
sitting
not
in
done me yet.
the
Bear with me.
with a
Got it.
10 of spades.
10
Yeah.
spades for Chase.
Yeah.
There's we've got one of our dogs has got her head resting on Christine's lap. There. Get her
Great.
attention.
Demanding
All right,
head
we're gonna
rubs
go
with
with the
menace.
Aspen Skull Traps are on the Ace of Hearts.
Yeah, I can't add to those.
Got it? Indio Red is a 8 of diamonds. And
Yeah.
the rest of them are going on the 8 of hearts. Okay. Really quick. Boom, boom.
I'm back.
And then I will move a couple of things around.
How many of the flaming torches have we got? The flaming bottles.
3 apiece.
3 apiece. Yep.
And how many of the incendiary explosives have we got? Each.
Sorry, we got the. Hang on, where are we? Oh, no.
You've got it. I think it was
We
3,
had
3, and
3 and 3.
14.
Yeah, 3 pipe bombs, 3 incendiary bombs, and 14 6 of dynamite.
Okay. And
Seems pretty good to me.
before we launch into combat, is there any way that we can have the blast templates up on the side?
Absolutely. That's
So
foolish of me not to have
that
had
will
them
actually
already.
help to see for spread and whatnot. Because I have a cunning plan.
Yep, and we
Oh,
may have
yeah.
to adjust these for
Cunning plan.
size based on the map. So I will now add them, and we'll see where it puts them on the screen, and then we'll go from there. And I need to make these where you guys can move them.
Yeah, for everyone. Sarah, can you check the belly buttons of the 2 down guys? Or can we take it as read that we check the belly buttons for the 2 deceased that I dispatched?
Surely she's going to have to run out from cover, rifle around in their clothing, and
I would have
Can we
thought
do
that
it
we
when-
would have
when
actually
we
have done
finish
that
the
whilst we
fight?
were there. Well, what I'm thinking is if they've got belly buttons, then maybe they're just looking after this because they're wanting to be taken over by the pod people.
I don't care why they're here. If they're here to fight us, then they're due to die.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care either.
Okay, in that case, let's murder them all then.
Okay. Now you guys quickly look up the size of the blast templates. I think 1, 2, 3. So right here, we're looking at 1. I think these may be oversized for this map. Is what I'm saying. So the blast template size.
Oh, hello.
Dang it!
That
all.
it's
does
a
seem
bit
quite
big.
large.
Yeah,
It's a bit big, that.
Yeah,
Darn
right,
it.
2 seconds.
yeah. If you
Which
can
was
Google
blast
that as you guys
templates
are moving
right at the
forward.
back. Medium
all should
blast
be
template
movable.
is actually quite big.
Yep. It's like 4x4, 6x6. Can't remember which one. I think the smallest one is 4x4. 1, 2, 3. So that guy right there. 2, 3, 4. That actually 4x4. That's correct for the small. I think it's 6x6. 2,
Smallest
3, 4,
diameter of 4
5,
yards, so that'd be 4x4. Medium is diameter of 8 yards.
8. 1, 2.
That's medium.
4,
Yeah.
5, 6. That's they're correct. Well, at
And,
least
yeah,
those 2 are correct. And large,
and large is 12 yards across.
So we can count that and see, but I think that's correct. I think these came across correct, guys. They're just big. Okay,
Well, the pipe bomb is a large blast template.
that's awesome.
I'm
So
Sitting
that
here.
takes out that if we put it just there.
Yeah. You want to blast a bunch of guys? They're trapped together down inside that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
They really
so we have
Sarah
our
and
cards.
Rosco have both said that they
So,
do not care
Rosco,
if we murder
your
everyone.
turn. Rosco, you are
Rosco.
first.
Okay. Rosco is going to get out a pipe bomb and he's
Ooh.
going to chuck it right about there.
Wonderful. All right. I think that's simply an athletics roll, isn't it, to get it where you want it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly where you want it. So you can roll the damage for that pipe bomb, which I think we established.
Was 3d6 plus 2.
Absolutely.
Now, was it to do a roll? What's the macro? Slash R?
I think you can just hit the dice on the side. There's, remember, a dice symbol if you need to. Or you can do something.
It's slash roll or something, isn't it?
There is some sort of
There we
macro
go.
like that. Look at that. 9. Not quite as much as you might have liked.
Didn't
Let
get a
me take a
roll
quick
over.
look.
Unfortunately.
I mean,
But it's mostly replicants, so which we know are pretty crappy.
yep. The replicants are dead under that blast template. So let me put that back. Is that where you had it?
It
Or
was up a bit there, just to
Right
cover
there?
the replicants. So I think it was about there.
It was
Okay.
there.
No.
Yeah.
all right, you have killed the replicants. And I'm going to have to pull this off to see that, and I'll have to remember to pull it back.
What about that, dude?
So
Mhm.
I need to move that back so I can get rid of them. Okay. And so they are gone. And let's put that back where it was so I can take a quick look. I think it was there. So
Yeah.
we've got that cowboy, this guy. I'll say these three. So these guys are going to be shaken.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
And I would say, if I remember right, from here, yeah, this guy
Len
right here.
just gets
I was
away
making
with it,
this-
doesn't he?
I was making him
He's
shaken,
kind of, yeah.
and this one's
Oh,
going to be
shaken,
shaken.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Sound good? All right.
And
Boom.
right, so that's Rosco done, and Rosco is going to head to cover.
Very good. He is taking cover. Very,
Yeah.
very good.
He's actually kind of where Chase is, but yeah,
All right.
he's in cover over there. That's Rosco done.
Very, very good. Okay, we are to the Aspen skull traps, which are going to start moving one.
Am I the only one? Have I lost the
two.
full list?
Yes.
I'd say he's going to go there.
Turn order. Turn order's still there for me.
Your turn
All
order.
right, so he's going to go
Gone for me.
there.
Oh.
And I need to check one thing on his sheet, and I will then move off these guys. I'll have to move the other guy too, but I want to check something really fast. I don't think I've got it in front of me.
Oh.
Yes, I need to figure out that. And I don't think I've got it, but I am going to add this because it may make a difference. So bear with me for 2 seconds as I grab something from a separate thing and bring it across where we are, because these seem to come across the right size. And here's our cone template. Does that seem right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Close
thought
enough.
I was a
had it-
baguette. I thought a baguette
had
had come off
made
the
it-
bottom,
Cone is
bottom of the
18
screen.
yard long cone, so 18 squares
1,
long.
2, 3, 4. It seems about right. So from here, it basically is doing its
Yeah,
vomit.
that's right.
There's 18. Okay,
Yeah.
is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
yeah,
going to
it
do
gets
its-
all of us and Roger.
It's vomit. So let us see how this plays out.
I'm not sure that we've got those blast templates the right size.
Okay,
I'm just think before we get further. I gave 4 yards, 8 yards, and 12 yards, but I think each square is 2 yards.
ooh, each square.
Well,
Come
you've got a
on.
thingy down here that
Goodness.
says 10 yards north and then 10 yards across.
That's this. Ignore that to some extent. We're going to go with the ruling on what squares are in the game.
I thought
me look
each
that up
square was
again.
1 yard.
Why have we done that?
Is that
It's 6 feet. Each square is
6
6 feet. Okay, so it's 2 yards.
Yeah.
2 yards.
So I think those templates are half that size. So
Half
size.
a large one is
That would
12
make sense.
yards, which is 6 squares. Sorry, it was bugging me, and I
Nope,
wasn't
that's
quite
good.
sure. It's annoying that they give distances in yards and inches.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Medium is what?
Medium is 8,
4.
so that's 4 squares.
And small
So
is 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
That looks
And
way
small
more
is-
like it.
Small is 4 yards, which is 2 squares.
2 by 2.
2 by 2, yeah.
Okay.
And your cone
Which means
will
this
be
guy
9
right here
long.
is going to be down what?
9.
9.
Yeah, so you need to shrink that down. I did wonder why it's 18
Yeah,
yards
that's
long
it,
cone,
yeah.
and it affects 3 targets only.
Yeah, that seems pretty
Right.
tough.
Can you put the replicants back? Because obviously we're not going to take out that many, and they're
Take all of them
they're
out.
not shaken either.
So what I will do is I'll show you how I'll do this. If you'll put that back on there. But okay, then I will do this. Boom.
Yep.
And
Oh,
then
there we
I
go.
will
Yeah, perfect. Right.
move
Okay.
this
So
out, and I'm just going to pull these
Yeah.
right here. Gone. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Lovely.
Although, if
So-
I give you a Benny, can you remove all of them? As if we didn't actually just. Oh,
Wonderful.
Okay. I thought I would
Good try. Good try. Okay. This.
so what have we done?
I'm really quickly doing this roll for this.
Can we avoid it?
Basic. It does not say that it is avoidable. So there's not a saving throw. It's simply going to be the damage, it looks like.
So what cover do I get as a ranged attack?
It's
Because
not
I
a
am
ranged
behind a
attack.
tree. Sorry?
Oh, you know what? Let's see what it says. I'm just looking carefully. Okay. Tell you what we're going to do at this point is I can either look that up or we can just go with this. I think that it's probably
Just go
wise we
with
look it up just to make sure that I'm not jipping you guys too much, but it'll just take me 2 seconds to pull it up, and I'll get that. And it's going to be here. Okay, come on. My computer's behaving slow now, so that's just irritating.
Rosco, do you notice how that
Back.
Aspen skull trap is actually targeting the cone more on me than you?
Okay. So cover gives you a penalty to hit and potentially a bonus to toughness.
Okay.
It's on page 99 of the Wade rules.
Come on. Why is this doing this to me?
Oh, okay. No. So the obstacles only act if the attack would have hit, if not for the cover. Okay, that makes sense. Right. So yes, just cover. But if it doesn't have to make an attack roll, then cover doesn't have any effect.
That sucks.
Which kind of makes sense, really, doesn't it?
Well, it depends. I mean, what is the attack? Is it fire?
Vomit.
Oh, man.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely no searing flame, is it?
As an action, the skull trap spits caustic green glob from its maw on a cone template for 2d6 plus 2 damage. I'm not seeing that it's giving you anything except he places the cone
Just
and
roll
you
the damage.
guys try and tough it out.
Yep, roll the damage.
There are things that you can, that specifically say that you can evade, but that's not one of them. Okay.
Toughness takes off the damage like a
So
normal ranged
I will roll,
attack, is it?
and you guys will tell me exactly. And of course, I have to open it. Here we go. You will tell me your toughness once I freaking roll it. If I can just get there. Boom. Damage. 10.
Toughness 8.
11.
Okay. So both of you guys are shaken because it got above it, but it did not get a 4, which would have gone to a wound. All right.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's not too bad. It took too long for me to do that, but so be it. And this cat is going to move over here. Like it thinks it's going to try and go across that tree. I think it's going to really struggle with that.
I think large creature.
Yep, I really think it's going to struggle with that. Okay.
Will it take falling damage if it falls off the tree limb?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We are to chase.
Okay, I'm going to try and unshake.
Ooh.
Going to spend a
You
penny.
want to spend a penny to unshake. You can do that. All right, you're
Yes, I do.
unshaken. You can do what you want to do.
Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to light. How can I do this with? Because I get 2 attacks per round. I want to throw 2 things, but one in each direction. No.
It
What I'm
depends
going to do
on.
is I'm going to light. I'm going to light the bottle with the flame
Okay.
Molotov cocktail, and I'm going to throw it at this dude. What blast radius is it? Medium?
I
The
think the
incendiary bomb is a medium. Yeah.
Not the incendiary bomb. The incendiary bomb was a large, wasn't it?
No. So right. We got the pipe bomb,
a pipe bomb,
which
yeah.
is what I
Large.
use in down there. That's the large. The incendiary bomb is the one with
the fire continuous
with fire.
possible.
Yeah, burning.
Okay.
And
That's the medium.
In that case, I'm not going to get both of them, am I? No.
No.
I'm not going to get both of them, so I'm just going to throw it
No.
straight at this
Yeah.
straight at this thing.
So, yeah.
All right. Just
Okay.
athletics to get it there.
Yeah, okay. We got it
There it is. All right.
And then what was
So
the damage?
Roll the damage.
It is 2d6 plus 2,
Absolutely.
and then roll a d6.
You're trying to
To
beat
see
a
if it's on
toughness of
fire.
14.
Ooh,
Hang on.
you'll need
11.
another d6 there.
Another d6.
11, 13. And
Yeah.
then the D6 on its own.
Yep, to see if it's on fire.
Actually,
1.
that you didn't add the +2, correct?
No, haven't added the +2. So that would be 13, 14,
yeah.
15.
Okay.
And then I rolled a
And
1 to see if it went on fire.
Did not
Yes,
go
I
on
know.
fire. However, it's shaken.
Good. Right. In that case, I'm getting out of that. I go to Rosco. Move. 4 yards.
So
Oh,
you
no,
beat-
it's got 4 yards.
You beat the 14.
Oh, yeah. We screwed up that. Yeah.
Where you go?
Okay. No, I stay there because I know that it's only got a 4 yard reach. So anything past this square here is safe.
Yep, those 2 squares in front of it are where you can grab. Okay.
For my, do I get a second attack? I normally get 2 attacks per round, don't I?
Sure. Go ahead.
Right.
Only shooting, I think. That's one of your edges. You
I've
got rapid
2
fire
gun
or something?
kid and 250.
2 gun kid, yeah.
2-fisted.
2 gun kid. So 2-fisted is for melee combat. 2 gun kids
Yeah.
gives you a shot with each hand.
What I'm going to
So
do is with these
it's not 2
these really awesome huge explosives, I am going to take that from you because it does take. You had to light it and then throw it. So I think that's a twofer. Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. In that case,
Go.
I'm gonna say to Sarah, it didn't catch fire. The Aspen in front of Rosco. Can you set it on fire? Question mark. LOL. Smiley face.
No. No.
My go is done.
Very good.
Set it alight. What kind of spells? I'm not some kind of wizard.
All right, the
Fireball,
replicants are
baby!
going.
Fireball!
So this guy goes, say 1, 2, 3. He's going to go to here. He's climbing the tree. And this one's going to come down. Let's see about here.
Oh, he's gone all along and
Dang.
squidgy. He got stood on.
Stupid thing. There we go. I think these guys are just milling about. They don't really know what's going on. So we are now to Indio Red, and I think he can shoot chase. Well, I'll give you 2 cover.
Okay.
So partial cover there, and we will take a shot. So you add 2 to your toughness is what will happen. I'm pretty sure. Come on, shooting. There.
Missed.
So.
Oh, no,
is
it
a
hits.
miss. No,
No,
it
he
hits, but
-2 cover.
it is cover for -2.
Yeah,
It's
in
on
that
that.
case, yeah,
It's on
he
that.
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he misses. Ting! It hits the rock next to you.
Nice.
And he only can shoot once. Okay. And I will move him a little over just so that he has a better line of sight to the 2 of you. Okay. That's him. Sarah.
Any chance somebody can just check how close I am to the Aspen sapling thingy up there and the indigo red dude?
You are 13 squares, so that would be 26, 26,
17 to
26 yards.
And I can fire off a spell, my smarts, and smarts is D10. So we're saying that's 120, did we say? 120 feet?
No, so 10
No.
smarts means it's a 10 square range, so you
10
can
square.
fire that up to about there. But some of your spells, your damaging spell,
What do you keep calling my damaging spell?
I can't remember what it's called. Blast, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Oh, God, what have I done?
You've got one that just does damage to an area. Not blind. You've got like blind, which is a different thing. That's 10.
I have. Oh, her blast.
Blast. Yeah.
Smarts times 2.
There
Right.
we go.
Yeah.
So 20 squares.
Yes.
So that one's 20 squares. Okay.
So that one you could plonk down in the middle and possibly catch both of them.
If you're going to raise some magic points to make it big.
Although that
that would
honestly
definitely get
that Aspen is really tough.
Yeah.
So you might be better off just targeting indigo red.
Though it is shaken.
The other
that's
question
true.
is,
So yeah, a
Interesting.
hit would give it a wound. Yeah.
Everyone's talking at once. Stop talking at once.
can you also add to change the effect of blast? So instead of it being like a wind type thing, it's a flame effect.
No.
No, you can't. Right.
It can be a ball of fire. Balls
There
of
you go.
fire,
Before.
ice or light, darkness, coloured bolts, or swarms of insects.
Right.
Okay.
So I've already told you. I've already said the thing's got
Fire.
the liquid on it. It didn't set
We
fire.
know that they're weak to flame. So
Yeah.
it would be balls of fire I'd be sending down there.
All right. Go for it.
Now hang on a second though, because I've got area effect. The caster can focus the blast to a small template blast for no extra cost, or a large for +1. So I can basically make it a large blast area for 4, and I can also increase the damage.
Okay.
For a +2, the blast gives 3d6 damage,
wow.
and it raises to a 4d6 damage for a +2. Is that right?
Okay.
Is that right?
Sounds.
I'm willing.
Damage
Okay.
+2. The blast course is 3d6, and the damage would go up to 4d6 with a
Okay.
raise. No, with
So
a
how
raise.
many-
That's with a
how many-
raise.
Oh yeah, that's with the raise.
with the raise.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a raise. So I can spend 2 though, an extra 2 to get it up to a 3d6.
Okay.
So that I can force
Perfect.
Yeah, or 40.
Which I think-
Or if you get a raise, you get 46. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
So go ahead. How many points of magic is that?
So that is 4, 5. That's 6 points of damage. Points of magic. Sorry, 6 points of magic.
Okay, can you do that for me, Rob, or whoever? And then
Yeah.
we will go ahead and cast. It is spell casting to see if you can get that raise.
Did that
is
roll on
that's
the screen?
success.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
So it
Sorry, my screen's gone completely funky.
copy. All right. So you do the regular damage, which you paid to go up to 3d6. Come on, roll
yeah,
high.
and I'm not sure how this is going to work on the roll damage bit
We'll try it.
because I don't know how to. I might have to
That's
just roll an extra d6.
Yeah.
Just
Fair enough.
yeah. That's
So that's
2d6.
So
Yeah.
I need to just roll an extra
You
d6.
do.
Oh, can I just take the
You
bonus
take
damage
that
as being
5.
the extra
I'm
d6?
happy to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that okay? So that's
So
the
15.
So you have put a wound down on the Aspen, and you have killed Indio. No, do I want to do that? I'm gonna have Indio Red try and soak.
Mm. Spend
So
those
I
pennies.
will-
Go on.
I will get rid of a Benny, and then I will roll his after I can you guys. There we go. Have to get to his character sheet and try and soak, which is a bigger roll. Come on. Yeah, he's gonna soak that. Actually, no. Let me double check that.
Why did he roll vigor and not soak?
I just clicked vigor. Is there a soak button?
Sorry.
There
Oh,
is a
soak
I
button
just
on the
picked
character
my
sheet.
little girl's
Yeah.
nose. I'm sorry, darling.
So
Ah,
actually, his
Sorry,
toughness
babes.
is only a 6
I'm
to
sorry.
that 15.
sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
I'm
Sorry,
thinking there's
sorry,
multiple
sorry.
raises. So
6. That would
Sorry.
be
Oh, yeah.
9 over.
Sorry.
So that's
yeah, so
Two
2
raises.
raises.
2
Two
raises.
raises.
So he could only soak one of those wounds.
Let me get my hand down to your belly.
So
That's
he'll,
better, isn't
he'll
it?
be
Yeah,
shaken
yeah.
and
Yeah.
he'll have one wound.
Yep.
Leave your nose free.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's got a wound as well, so I will put those down on there.
Okay.
Characters.
And the
Change
Aspen
that.
with the fire damage, what's his
Is it 1?
the
Oh yeah. Roll a d6 as well. On a 6, he's lit.
Oh, roll d6. Roll d6.
He's lit.
Nice. The first of his turn, he
Christine.
will also take fire damage each time, which is only a d6, but hopefully it'll explode.
We love you, Christine. You're awesome.
Awesome. Roger, what do you want to do? Do you want to do any movement, Sarah?
Can
No, I
Roger
quite like-
throw an incendiary bomb?
Sorry?
I don't think you've trained him in that yet. You could, you could
He's-
strap
he's
one
got
to him and just have him run
two
really close, but
hands.
that'd be sad.
He's got
Yeah.
2 little hands. He can push it over the edge, you know.
If you set some up for him, you probably could. But yeah, anyway. Okay. So are you going to move anywhere, Sarah?
You want to make sure you're in cover.
I'm just
'Cause there's a
moving
lot of
behind that
gunmen
rock.
underneath. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Is that okay?
I'll cover you from some of those gunmen down there. Do you want to move Roger? It's his turn.
Roger's turn, is it? Yeah, Roger's moving forward to join me. And basically, I'm then going to start lighting incendiary bombs and giving them one to him and one to me, and we're going to start lobbing them between the 2 of us.
Okay,
I think that's a good idea.
that sounds
That's
good.
a very good idea.
It'll until it burns out, Rob, which he'll get a roll on his
Thank
round.
you.
Okay,
Okay.
we are right at 10 p.m. and at the top of this. I think what we're going to wind up doing is next time we will finish this. We will probably be a half of a session, if that, and then we will roll into Pathfinder, with our initial meeting our characters and everything else. Would that work for you, Pete?
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to manage that with John.
Okay. That would make it harder for him. We could either tell him to drop in.
But what we could do is
after an
like
hour.
a session 0, just to get familiar with character sheets and things.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Give us an advantage over John. That's so mean of you.
Well, no.
So
what it means is then we're familiar. Obviously, we can explain it,
and we can be more helpful to John
so-
to set him up.
We can
Exactly.
get to a feel
and we
for
we can message him if he wants to drop in. He can.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this, what we will do is finish up next time, and we'll wrap up any little last pieces in our entire scenario. So hopefully you guys will live, and the mother tree will be destroyed and not get away or anything, and you will have saved this town, lowered the fear level, and made this entire place a better place. But as for now, you're in the middle of a fight, and we will be doling out cards when we start again. We will keep these bennies, we will keep the wounds, everything will start as it is right now. All good?
Yep.
All right.
Fantastic. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you very much, guys.
All right.
Good night.
See you later.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
If you got all the way to the end, we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the NVRA whilst we bring you content of different games. If you like what we have done, please like and subscribe.